IHTN Sports.
Hello and welcome to Indian Hill High School. Here the Indian Hill Braves get ready to take on the visiting Loveland Tigers. I'm Grant Moranis, once again joined by David Moranis, here to bring you this interconference matchup. Right now we have the introduction of the starters for the Braves. Starting at guard, John Griggs, and he's one of the guys that we have our eye on.
He's assisted by Brandon Miller. Good luck to both teams.
John Griggs averaging 10 points a game, 77.8 from the free throw line, averaging 3.4 assists a game. I did have a chance to talk to assistant coach Steve Morris for Loveland, indicated that they've got contained Griggs. That's going to be their goal here, and to try to contain Nick Pye from the outside.
Our keys to victory for the teams. Indian Hill has to come out strong. They got to utilize their quickness. They're a little bit overmatched for Loveland because one of Loveland's keys is to utilize their size. Jake Elfers for Loveland takes the tip, and they will set up shop on offense.
Braves come out in a man-to-man. Expect this Loveland team to be very patient. Coming off a big victory last night over Milford.
Starting off quick, Bryson McGillis hits from downtown.
Talking to Coach Morris before the game. I expect them, there they are, and come out in a matchup man. How about that? I think I get in the game this early.
Nice catch. So the ball thrown out of bounds will result in Loveland possession. McGillis again. Offensive rebound, kick back out, and Loveland will keep the ball.
Braves got to do a better job of finding a man and put a body on him. Can't let that loose ball rebound get away from you.
McGillis takes the shot again. Once again, can't get it. Zach Schneider pushes up court. Braves using quick ball movement, finds Hosmer on the raindrop floater. Griggs with another steal, and he will be fouled. You know, he looked a little slow on that.
Well, it looks like he's got his knee brace is taped up a little differently today. I don't know if it's bothering him a little bit.
Pye. Elfers on the rebound.
Nobody attacking the glass. Braves are fading down court.
Find Elfers, and interesting, stuck in the basket. And Elfers will end up putting it in, but that will not count. He was fouled though, so he'll head to the line for two.
Big Jake Elfers put on a little bit of weight, up over 210. I've known Jake quite some time. Let's say he was a stick at one point.
Very much, very much. He's definitely grown up and gained a lot of muscle.
I think Jake's father is 6'8".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
As we talked about last game, you're on the road. If you're Loveland, you got to make your free throws.
It's the latter part of his attempts.
Again, Loveland out in the matchup zone.
Hosmer, a little pump, will kick back out.
Braves being very patient. Good ball movement.
Griggs cross-court pass. A little bit dangerous. High. Off the back iron. We are sorry about the technical difficulties here. Welcome back. The Braves have a 16-11 lead at the end of the first quarter.
I think the Braves.
What do you think of the Braves coming out strong here in the first quarter?
Well, I think they made adjustments that were necessary. I think they were a little slow to make up on the defensive end. And once they adjusted defensively and kind of found their way, they were able to slow the Tigers down. And then you make some shots and you get some good hustle plays and good things happen. You had a 5-point lead.
Elfers
Gould off the bench was a big lift. Maybe experiencing some technical difficulties still.
Griggs will run point for the Braves now as he returns. Griggs working down low, finds Schneider, who will launch one. And Hosmer on the offensive rebound. Griggs again from behind the arc. Hosmer.
They're scrambling underneath. I got a
timeout, Loveland.
I don't know if that wasn't a traveling before he got that timeout, but bodies everywhere.
And that's what coaches like to see, though. Hustle on the ground for a loose ball. I'm sure Coach Birch appreciates that.
Fans wanted to see a walk. See Coach Arnold up there doing his officiating. He's usually got a pretty good eye for the game. He knows. I think we
there he
saw
is
it
at the
same
top
way.
of the screen in the striped shirt. He's got even the official attire with the striped shirt there.
That's the other stripes. That's the convict stripes.
His son, of course, Pierce Arnold, coming back from military school this year and now joining the Braves basketball team. Loveland will take it now. Big man up top, J.C. Kramel.
Yeah, it looks like they decided to come out and match the size inside. Braves stay in their man-to-man. Loveland very deliberate on their offense. Ooh.
Shot good from Alex Hesse. The Braves now slowing down a little bit. I think that's good. Griggs, another opportunity. Gets it to fall.
It's pretty amazing. He's doing that basically on one leg. You can see he's laboring tonight. Good man-to-man. They're sticking on him tonight.
Loveland going with their quick set. Elfer's not in the game anymore, so really going to rely on their quickness. Number one, Will Edison, only 5'7" in the game, running point. And the big fella Gould underneath. Up to Hosmer and off the glass. Great look.
That's a good look. Got to kept his head up. I don't think Loveland was ready for that, and Hosmer did a nice job again with his body control. I think this group on the floor, the second group for Loveland, is searching for some identity here.
Hesse again, no good. Pye with the rebound. Schneider on the dribble drive, gets the floater.
Braves very aggressive going to the hole. If nobody's going to step up and stop you, just keep on going. Somewhat of a contrast in styles here.
Cloud from deep, offensive rebound.
That's tough to stop. That's a big boy right there.
6'7", 210-pound junior J.C. Kramel.
I like to see the Braves. Oh, there's a nice pass.
Kramel with the block on Gould.
I was going to say I'd like to see the Braves work some of this time off the clock.
Cloud working one-on-one. Gets it taken away.
Need a bounce pass. There you go.
There it is to Hosmer, and he's fouled and will head to the line.
That's good court vision right there. Hosmer did a nice job of filling that lane. Again, we come down to free throws.
Number 2 on Cloud is first. Team's fourth at the line with 2 free throws is number 5, Clayton Hosmer. Into the game for Loveland is number 23, McGillis.
Hosmer can't get the second one to go. Braves lead 24-15 with 4 minutes left in the first half.
It's a good
Traveling
call right there.
call.
Good call.
Cole Cloud trying to go a little too quick there.
Just a little wobble. Ref was right on top of it.
Braves number 3, Sean Gibson.
John Gibson checks into the game, and Hosmer from the corner.
Definitely not the shot they wanted.
I think he's getting the heat in his head. He's been hot all game, but that's not his shot.
If you watch the Tigers go, they got really only one option on the floor that's looking to go offensively.
McGillis working.
A lot of hand checking going on.
Cloud gets it.
Very deliberate style by Loveland here.
Using almost a minute of time here.
Nice job of cutting him off.
3-point basket from way downtown. Cole Cloud.
Big shot to break the ice. Now we'll see how the Braves answer.
Schneider working the dribble. Loses control, but Gould will be there to scoop it up. Griggs from 3 again. That's another one. He's on fire.
He's feeling it, isn't he? That's his spot over there. And they swing it from the top over to that left arc.
Gibson on the one-on-one. And Edison will take him to the hole.
Basketball number 1.
Look at Edison surprised the Braves there. He's been a little passive on the offensive end. Nice
Griggs,
pass.
nice court vision. But the travel on the big fella Gould. Pye and Kahn will check back in the game, as well as Elfers for the Tigers.
15, Kahn, and number 4, 5.
Now under 2 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, I think that was a good look by Griggs. It's just a step out too high for Gould to handle. That was a good look on the other end by Loveland there. You can tell they immediately come in, Elfer's back in the game. They go right back inside to him.
McGillis will take it away from Griggs, and Griggs will be called for the foul.
Foul on Indian Hill, number 2, John Griggs. His first, team's third.
Looks like Loveland's chipped into that lead, cut him down to 5. It's a big few possessions, last minute 20 again. You want to win each quarter.
Off the mark. Schneider pushing hard. Taking himself off the front end of the rim, and Griggs will find Kahn off the glass.
Another good look. Another good look underneath.
An assist from Griggs.
We apologize that our clock cam is still off. We have 54 seconds left in the first half.
I'd get Griggs out. I think that may be number 2 on him. You got 54 seconds to go. Might want to get somebody in for him.
Number 1, Will Edison.
Maybe go for one possession. If you got a 3-point specialist on that bench, be a nice time to get him in. Try to play for one possession and hit a 3 at the buzzer.
Edison 2 for 2 from the line. Tigers go with their full court press, but the Braves immediately, and Hosmer with a nice dish to Kahn.
It's another good look. You get the ball down on the block like that, it should be all day.
McGillis looking.
Now you want to play good D and not foul.
McGillis, the one-on-one with Boehner, will take it himself and not even close off the side of the backboard.
Oh, underneath your own basket. Never a good idea.
Elfers with the offensive rebound. Once again, no good. And finally, the Braves come up with it. Clayton Hosmer taking it himself so far. Now we'll give it to Schneider. 10 seconds.
So. No possession. No possession on that. I don't think that's over and back.
5 seconds now. Schneider on the drive. Foul called. That's a blocking foul.
That's a very aggressive move. I think Elfers had him if he would have stayed put. I think that last lean at the end cost him.
Good job by Schneider to draw the foul.
And you hear me say it a lot, but here we are at the line again. Some big free throws, you got to make them. Get to the end of the game, this is oftentimes the difference. And you don't want to foul.
Schneider hits the second. Quick. Almost.
Wow.
Almost to beat the buzzer from half court. But now the teams will head to their locker rooms, and the Braves coming out strong, jumping out to a 32-24 halftime lead. We'll be back to bring you the rest of it in the second half from Indian Hill High School.
So we don't even know if we're live or not. Talking to nobody.
Will! Welcome back to the second half of action here at Indian Hill High School. Once again, I'm Grant Moranis with David Moranis, bringing you this game between the Braves and the Loveland Tigers. Already in the second half, we had a 2-point basket from the Tigers' Bryce Plitt, and that will bring you up to speed.
Again, it'll be interesting to see if the Loveland actually looks like they've gone to a man-to-man. I think they gave too many shots open in that matchup in the first half. Might have got away with a carry there.
Elfers on the defensive board for the Tigers.
Ooh, near miss.
Into the game for the Braves, number 35, Lucas Gould.
be interested to see how Hosmer comes out in the second half. He's got 9 points on the day so far. We'll see if he can continue his strong start into the end of the game.
It's good defense there by Schneider. Did a nice job of cutting off the drive.
3-point basket rattles in.
3-point basket by
Reed Waddle.
number 11, Waddell.
Guess Waddell had a big night last night. Early on, it looked like they were really intent on getting the ball down into the block. So far this half, they've gone to the outside shooting.
Griggs for 3 again. That one not even close.
A little off the mark. Nobody back over here in the corner.
Waddell from the corner. Switch.
3-point basket by number 11, Waddell.
Timeout called by the Braves, and Coach Birch is not happy with how the Braves have come out in the second half.
Seems like they aren't doing a good enough job of finding the man in transition. Kind of got slow coming back down the floor and left the man open in the corner, and you just can't do that with good shooters. You see a highlight of halftime. Saw a half-court shot. Was that Ben Frazier?
Ben Frazier hit the half-court shot for $100. Of course,
Nicely done.
Of course, on the other side, Jim Arnold over there airballed his.
Yeah, in front of his wife and kids, but you know, he's getting old. Again, he tried to win every 4 minutes, and Braves are going to have to do a little better job of taking care of the ball.
Gould from the outside. And Gould, the uncharacteristic 3-point basket.
I don't know if that's the shot you want to live on, but we'll take it.
Elfers now has a shot and opts not to take it. Instead gives it to McGillis, who will take it, and Elfers gets the rebound and will draw the foul underneath.
Elfers does a nice job rotating down after he made that pass at the top of the key. He really crashed the boards hard and was in perfect position. Snatched the rebound, got the foul.
His first, team first. At the line, shooting 2 for the Tigers is number 12, Elfers.
Jake Elfers, claim to fame of the Pittsburgh Diamond Dogs at age 13.
12 or 13.
12 or 13 years old, shut down one of the most powerful hitting teams in the youth baseball as a pitcher. That was about 5 inches and 75 pounds ago.
Elfers hits the latter part of his shots. Pye.
Awfully quick in the possession.
Foul is on number 35. Gould, his second.
Yeah, Coach Birch's not happy with that shot. You hear him over there. He's calling to him to run the offense.
Pye's had a couple of looks from the outside, and
got a clock problem. Now they've got it corrected. The clock's running again.
McGillis can't get it, and Griggs, the guard, looks up to Pye. Pye, sweet off the glass.
Griggs does a nice job of keeping his head up the field, up the court. Again, the Braves are making too long of passes. You got to go take that ball one way or the other.
Foul on Loveland, number 1, Will Edison.
You can't throw half three-quarter court, cross court, expect anything good to happen.
Hosmer adds to his total, now with 11 points.
Braves extend that lead back out to 6. Again, you want to win each 4-minute segment. As we go right under 4 minutes here left in the third quarter.
Elfers again, but he'll get his own rebound. Finds Edison at the top of the key.
Too many chances.
Waddell.
Set.
Edison.
3 offensive rebounds on this possession alone. Got to find a man and put a body on him.
Braves not taking advantage of their opportunities here.
It's been about so far a 40-second possession. If the Braves can come away with no points. Oh,
McGillis on the step back.
Got away with a push-off.
Foul called, and the Braves get lucky, giving up no points on that possession.
His second, team's second. Into the game for Loveland is number 2, Cloud. And number 33.
They got Elfers on a push. They got away with a push on the drive as well.
And into the game for the Braves is number 31, Shea Bader.
Braves doing a nice job of moving the ball.
Snyder with the left hand gets blocked by number 33, Cole Schaefer.
He gets mugged underneath. It's a good hustle by Hosmer there to get back on that ball.
Foul is on Loveland, number 33, Schaefer. His first, team's third.
Teams are being aggressive offensively. I think both of them would do well to slow it down and get 5 to 10 touches per possession. It's just hard to play defense that long.
Braves swing the basketball around the key. And Schneider
Number 11.
with the nice touch.
He's hit a couple of those nice floaters.
Count the basket and the foul.
Foul is on Indian Hill, number 35, Lucas Gould.
Gould called for another one.
I think that's his third foul, and they're definitely going right at him.
Schaefer
Get you back in the game in a hurry.
Schaefer on the old-fashioned three-point play. Carl Koster getting ready to check into the game, I would assume, for Gould, as
again they have that cross-court pass. Nothing good can happen.
Braves is number 34, Carl Koster.
Braves will keep possession after the ball out of bounds. Hosmer working the baseline.
They look a little out of sorts here.
Hosmer.
Chance for Loveland to get right back in it.
McGillis again from behind the arc.
Number 23, McGillis.
Braves are having trouble tonight finding their man on the transition. It's cost them several times.
Griggs again. The Braves looking like they're just throwing up shots of desperation, and Schaefer makes the move. Jump ball.
That was a good defensive stand right there. Did a nice job of keeping his body off of him. Got the clean block.
In the game for returning to the game for the Braves, number 4, Nick Pye.
Nick Pye checks in to replace Griggs.
Be interesting to see if, wow, Again, those long cross-court passes.
Boehner needs to do a better job of keeping his head up with the dribble. You can see that his head was down, and Schneider goes with the left, can't get it.
That's a nice move. Call a timeout. Ooh, got it. Got bailed out on that one.
Loveland's Cole Schaefer called for the reaching foul underneath.
Good strong move by Schneider to go to the basket. Just looks like
Hosmer,
good pass.
Nice pass to Coster.
A little off balance there.
McGillis, one-on-one versus Pye. Looks to the right and will lay it up and in off the glass. Time ticking down. Shot, no good as the buzzer goes. Tied up, the Tigers have come back. Tied up here at 41 with 1 quarter left to play.
So they wiped out 8 points, 8-point advantage. I think the Braves just were out of sorts. They didn't seem to get into their offense. They didn't seem to move the ball well. And obviously, if you're not hitting shots and not getting back, let the other team right back in the ball game.
I'd like to recognize parents who have been coaching the teams in the recreation league for boys and girls. You're of vital importance to our basketball program, and we appreciate the coaching that you do of our young students. Good luck to all our rec teams this season.
The Braves will need to come out with some intensity here in the 4th quarter.
Let the fans know you're here.
Well, it's anybody's game. They let them right back in it, and actually the momentum obviously going to Loveland. Not getting out deep on them and giving them opportunities to hit open threes. Can't trade 3 for 2. Certainly can't trade 3 for 0.
Loveland's Bryce Plitt will inbound the ball for the Tigers. Cole Cloud will run the point position.
Might have got away with a walk. A little bit of slide on that floor.
Three-point basket, good for Waddell.
Number 11, Waddell.
Well, the momentum has clearly swung. Now how do you answer is the key.
Kahn with the out-of-control shot and foul now.
It's an important period right here. You got to keep your composure.
Jordan Kahn, his second, team 4.
Not hitting the ball. This is when you got to really run that offense and try to get yourself a good, clean shot on the block.
Waddell will give to Cloud. Elfer's working on Kahn.
There you go. That's
Change possession there.
That's a good call. He steps out into the lane.
Number 11, Waddell. His third, team's 5th foul.
Griggs now running point again for the Braves. The 1-2 punch of Griggs as he takes a shot there and gets it to go.
Basketball number 2, John.
The 1-2
Griggs.
punch of Griggs and Schneider and their quickness really is something that the Braves cherish, and Coach Birch has talked about how much he values his guards, and both have played extremely well tonight. I'll tell you what, the score really does not show the story of the game. The Braves came out strong on all facets of the game, and just the 3rd quarter was the only thing that
So
really
far it's
turned the game around.
been a tale of 2 halves. The Tigers seem to have found their shooting stroke. The Braves have lost Goaltending.
Griggs with the nice tip in, but goaltending called on Hosmer.
Yeah, I think that's the correct call. That ball was actually going to fall. Hosmer got a little anxious and got up there and got a hand on it. Acrobatic shot by Griggs just to keep his body control again. Loveland's doing a real nice job of moving the ball.
3-point basket by Plitt, and Elfers and Kahn getting tangled up.
Referees got him called over. Just keep control of this game. I think it was inadvertent, but it's got some big bodies banging against each other, and referee did a nice job of settling them down. Braves are going to have to find an answer for that 3-point shooting.
Griggs wants the ball.
Shoot it, Con.
Hosmer pulls up from the elbow. Hosmer has had one heck of a game.
Nice job. Very quick off the floor on that one.
That pulls the Braves within 2, but as you said before, they cannot go 3 for 2 on these possessions.
Run a nice little curl. They're running that little curl off the elbow there and getting open looks.
Griggs not happy with that call, as he tried to get a piece of that from McGillis, claiming he did not touch it. From here, it didn't look like he got it.
Well, you're going to get that call all day long with the body. You know, you got him out of position. They're jumping into him. You know, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the call just on the body alone.
And McGillis remains perfect in that attempt.
Loveland's done a nice job. You can really tell they picked up the defensive intensity, and it's made a big difference keeping the ball out wide.
Griggs, as the leader he is, really seeming to take the game into his hands and trying to keep the ball controlling as he does there. Ball on the ground. Foul called.
I think that's going to be on Schneider.
And it will be on Schneider.
To be honest with you, it looks like the Braves are starting to press a little bit. They're looking for something that's maybe not there, and everybody's trying to figure out and do it on their own. And now they find themselves in the bonus. It's going to be imperative to play good defense. You got to play D with your feet. You can't reach because they can't afford to give up any more silly fouls or opportunities at the line for the Tigers.
Now a 5-point game. Indian Hill trails with just under 5 minutes. Make that a 6-point game after the second attempt falls.
Now you got to make sure you come down with a good possession.
Griggs looking a lot quicker than he did earlier in the game. He'll drive the baseline and put up the finger roll.
And are they going to give him the basket?
They call the charge.
Basket count. Are they counting the basket? They're not counting the basket?
I think that's what they're trying to figure out.
I think you gotta count that basket. I don't agree with that call. If you're going to throw up a floater like that, the basket should count. Yeah, I don't know.
Into the game for the Braves is number 31, Shea Boehner.
Griggs not happy at all with the play.
I didn't have a good
or
angle.
the call.
I didn't have a good angle to see if that was the correct call or not. But if you're going to make that call, I think the basket's got to count on a floater.
Call
Makeup call.
is
Now I think they got to work the ball down and see if they can get it inside.
It's got to be tough for the Braves not having Griggs in the game. As I said before, he's one of their main leaders on this team. Not having him on the floor will really make some of the other players step up. Gould drives and draws the foul.
Not sure that's your point guard of the future, but seems like they've been a little passive now. They went from being over-aggressive to passive. Key again here is if you're going to take the ball, you get to the line, you got to convert here.
Misses off the front end on attempt number 1. One of 2.
We've got a 5-point game, and you're talking about the final 4-minute segment. I have a feeling you're going to see a very deliberate Loveland offense here.
McGillis working the right hand. So far, I haven't seen any left-handed movement from McGillis. They should really work on taking that right side away. And a timeout called by Loveland.
I just have a feeling we're going to see very deliberate, slow possessions, and it's going to tax the Braves. They're going to have to keep up defensively, and they cannot give up any more offensive rebounds. They can't give up any uncontested threes. It's really cost them this second half.
Griggs has, I know, 3 fouls, maybe 4.
Well, I know they need him on the floor. His leadership, his athleticism, he's the heart and soul of this team. He's got to be on the floor. If I'm Coach Birch, I'll get him out there and ride with what happens. So I don't think he's going to leave him on the bench.
You also have to take into consideration the ACL, of course, and it looked like Griggs was getting very aggressive, and I think what Birch is somewhat thinking is he wants to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much.
Well, you got 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go. You're going to need him in here real shortly. It's a big possession. And with no shot clock, they don't have to score again. And they're in the bonus. And they get a 5.
Edison working pie now.
They may not take another shot all game. This is reminiscent of the 1970s, back when the NCAA didn't have a shot clock. The advent of the 4 corners. Phil Ford played for North Carolina. They did this all game. That's what you're seeing here. They don't have to score. What ends up in there is eventually you wear down and you end up with a layup on the block. Everybody's doing a good job of hustling. But
Painter gets a chance, but Waddell will recover. Finally, a foul by Nick Pye will.
I appreciate the intensity and the effort by the Braves, but if you're going to foul, you took a minute and 25 seconds off the clock. They were going to stop him right then and put him on the line. If you're going to play that game, you should have made the foul, in my opinion, right away. Save yourself a minute.
The 1-and-1 attempt, and he will earn the second shot.
Also don't know if that's who you wanted to foul. I think coach would do well to take a timeout, set up a strategy here, and you foul the big guys when they get the ball.
Edison puts in 2.
I also think you got to get Griggs back in the game unless we don't have the chart here. I don't think he has 5.
Foul is on Loveland, number 12, Elfers.
Blocking foul on Elfers, and that'll send Gould to the line for the 1-and-1 attempt.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't.
And the Braves asleep is nobody went for the ball, and that's just something that Coach Birch is, I'm sure.
Some good ball handling right there. You got to foul, and that's not the guy you want to foul.
Foul on Indian Hill's Nick Pye.
I think the Braves look back. They're going to look back at this one if they don't pull it out as one that got away. They really had a nice halftime lead. Did a nice job establishing the first half, and they really just kind of let the Tigers get their legs under them. And then again, they gave them those open threes, and those start to go down. You can make up some ground in a hurry.
Timeout, Indian Hill.
Again, we don't have the fouls and points, but if Griggs, he must have 5 fouls. I mean, he doesn't appear to be injured.
He's sitting at the end of the bench.
Well, it's going to come down to free throws anyway, because Braves are going to get back in this game. They're going to have to quicken the possessions. They're going to have to foul much more quickly, and hope they can get some misses and some conversions off the line.
Well, it doesn't help when your team falls asleep when you have those chances. The 1-and-1 attempt from Gould, and they were playing it like it was 2 shots. They had their hands on their hips, not even going for the ball, and not one player for Indian Hill moved.
Now they're struggling just to get anything going.
Hosmer gets a good roll.
Makes a good foul. Coach wasn't happy with that, but I think that's the foul you want. I think you would have liked to see him foul someone else, but you got to make the foul right now.
At the line shooting 2 free throws is number 1, Will Edison.
There you go. This is key. Edison hit 4 in a row, I think.
Misses on that one, and Loveland doesn't have anyone under the basket for the rebound. He will hit the latter part of the 1-and-1 now. Clock ticking down close to a minute. Schneider takes it himself and draws the foul. 2 shots coming for the Braves, and this will bring it into a 2-possession game if he can hit both shots.
At the line shooting 2 free throws for the
Critical.
Braves is number 11, Zach Snyder.
Got to make your free throws. You ever heard that before?
You're all right, Zach.
Schneider can't hit any of them.
0 for 2. Now you gotta
Wasted
stop the
opportunity.
clock. Got to reach. I think that's the correct call. Schneider didn't like the call, but you got to reach.
Number 11, Zach Snyder. At the line shooting 2 free throws for Loveland is number
McGillis.
23, McGillis.
Gets it to rattle in.
I think at the end of the day, Loveland seem to have a little more energy come the second half. That's coming off a big win last night.
Hosmer chucks up from 3. No offensive movement, so I don't really blame him.
Foul is on number 35, Luton School. His fourth.
This will be chalked up as the one that got away.
Loveland is number 11.
I think they lost their way offensively.
Reed Waddell.
And again, losing Griggs down the stretch really hurts.
Waddell hits the first shot. And I'll tell you what, the life in this gym is just completely been sucked out on the bench. There's another opportunity wasted as Loveland comes up with steal, although at this point it's almost a mute point.
Now it's going to be a parade to the line. I think the Braves would be better just to run this one out. No more fouls.
At the line shooting 2 for Loveland is number 23, McGillis.
I think this will bring Loveland's record to 3-3 on the season. And looks like it's going to drop the Braves to 5-2. 2 losses outside of league. They're 3-0 in the league.
Into the game for the Braves. Number 34.
None of the scrubs getting a chance to play here for the Braves. Pierce Arnold, I know, is
Game for Loveland.
wants to get in, although
Is number 32, Trammell.
I've always felt like you do your team a service if you can work that end of the bench into the game. You know, come after Christmas and you get into some of those league battles. It's nice to have a little more bench.
Gibson for 3, can't get it, and a foul called.
Over the back on Hosmer, no doubt. But he's fighting. He's not
Foul is on
not giving
Indiana,
up.
number
So
5, Clayton Hosmer. His third foul. At the line shooting 2 for Loveland is number 3.
there you go. Looks
Number
like
3, Bryce Plitton. Loveland now getting the end of their bench involved. Number 10, Jeff Prifty checks into the game.
Into the game for Loveland is
And there's Pierce Arnold.
number 10.
Pierce Arnold into the game. That's what we're talking about.
John Margraf also entering for the Braves.
Number 22.
Now you got 30 seconds to get your
Getting the scorebook,
get
yeah.
the scorebook.
And number 24.
Jeff Prifty's an interesting story. He's a sophomore at Loveland, starting cornerback on their football team.
Arnold pops from 3 off the front end.
We'll get another opportunity there.
Ball stays with the Braves.
Now you got 5 guys in there who very rarely get to see.
Arnold
there you go.
again gets it to go. 3-point basket. Pierce Arnold.
Instant offense. Instant offense. All right. Let's see if he.
10 seconds now.
Yeah, I think
Prifty
they'll
with the
just
ball in
play
his
it out.
hands. I don't think a shot will be put up.
There you go. Well,
Final score.
this is the one that got away, as we said.
63.
Final score.
51.
Final score. Loveland Tigers on top. 63 over the Braves. 51. A good start from the Braves, but come back in the second half, and Loveland takes the come from behind win.
Yeah, as we said earlier, it was a tale of 2 halves. They really put a thumping on them in the second half, hit their open shots, moved the ball well, rebounded well, and really just took it to the Braves. I think the Braves lost their way down the stretch, and didn't really get an offensive flow going, and just got away from them.
Next home game for the Braves is January 4th against Marymount. So we will see you after the holidays. I'm Grant Moranis for David Moranis, thanking you for welcoming us